Some of you know that I've recently started investing into crypto, and I've had several requests of doing a video running through the app that I use called crypto.com. And as if a guide wasn't enough, I even have a link where you can get $25 worth of free crypto just from downloading this app and creating an account. It's that simple. I personally ended up using crypto.com as I tried Binance, but I found the interface impossible to navigate. And other platforms like Coinbase just didn't have the range of cryptocurrencies that I wanted. On top of this, I love the reward system that crypto.com offered, along with a really sleek interface. Based on this, it was just a bit of a no-brainer. So in this video, I'm going to give you a tour of the app and highlight the bits which I really think you need to know about, just so you can feel more comfortable when you start using the app. Or you might be using the app already and you just want to check to make sure you haven't missed anything. So where do you get started? Well, let's start with the most obvious one. Where do you get the app from? You can simply download the crypto.com app from your app store on your phone. Really straightforward. As a pointer, you want to download the buy, sell and pay app, not the DeFi wallet. The app you want should come above it if you search crypto.com. It currently has about 6,000 views and has a star rating about 4 out of 5 or just over 4 out of 5. Simply download and create an account. It doesn't take long at all. As you're investing money, then I would strongly recommend you set up all the security details straight away, including an authenticator. Once you're all set up, then you're ready to go. So what does the app have to offer? Well, the default screen will be this one, which you can get to by hitting the home button in the bottom left hand corner. This screen is really useful. It gives you a top line of how your investments are doing, as it shows you your total account balance at the top. Beneath this, you'll have your top 4 highlighted favourite cryptocurrencies. You can simply change this list by clicking on a cryptocurrency, so in this case Bitcoin. I can then remove it if I hit the star button in the top right hand corner. You'll see that Bitcoin has disappeared and it's been replaced by another one of my favourites at the bottom. Further down, it gives you a summary of the biggest gainers in the last 24 hours, which I actually find really handy as it keeps you up to date with the hottest altcoins, and it might prompt you to look into it as you might not have been aware of them. And at the very bottom, we have a banner which shows you all the latest news from crypto.com. These can be from various updates and announcements, but the ones I particularly like is when they've got a new listing, which gives me all the information that I need to know. But this is just what we can visibly see. You will notice plenty of buttons and tabs all around the place that do lots of different things. So let's start on the top left hand corner. Here we have the settings section. Here you can change all your details from your email address that you got registered to the account, all the way through to your security options. It's really simple and really straightforward. If we go back using the arrow in the top left, then look towards the top right hand corner, we can see 2 speech bubbles. This is customer support. I really like the fact that it's really visible, as any other site, and you'll have been there yourself, you find that other websites purposely bury their customer support links so people struggle to find them to prevent loads of people going there. Here it's actually put in plain sight, so it's there when you need it most. It is worth mentioning that the typical response time is around about a day, which is quite good for any investment platform, but when there are surges of new customers, which I typically find when crypto prices surges and it hits the news, then it might be a little bit slower than this. Personally, I would leave it 48 hours if they haven't responded before chasing it up. So to get back to the home page, we simply hit the X in the top right hand corner. Right next to the customer support button, we have a tab saying pay. Here we can use our crypto to pay for various things. I can't say I've personally used this function yet, but it is handy in the case I want to transfer any crypto to any of my friends. So we have 4 options available to us. The first is gift cards. You can buy gift cards to use on popular brands. So for example in the UK we have Amazon, Asda, Just Eat and Tesco's. As an awesome bonus, you can get up to 10% cashback on any gift cards purchased in crypto. Not bad if you want to passively build up your portfolio without buying crypto directly. Next, you have airtime, which is where you can top up your credit on your phone. If you're feeling generous, you could even top up your friend's phone for them. The supported cryptocurrencies you can do this with are crypto.com coin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple and Litecoin. If you choose to use CRO or crypto.com coin, then you'll get 5% back for each purchase, but percentages do vary based on how much you've got staked. Next is scan, where you can scan in QR codes to pay with your account. You'll see QR codes when you try and transfer crypto, so if you wanted to scan a QR code, this is where you'll find it. And finally, we have send. This is where you can send payments to your friends using the app. It automatically links up with your contact list, so it's really straightforward and really simple. Let me skip past trade and transfer for now, as we'll come back to these later on. For now, these are shortcuts from the home screen to buy and sell crypto or to transfer any crypto you have somewhere else. The last thing on this screen that I want to talk about is the blue prompt in the bottom right saying refer and get $25. If your friend uses this link and they sign up to get a crypto.com account, then you'll both get $25 in crypto. Not a bad deal. You can see I've been lucky enough to so far have one person sign up with this link. Again, link in the description. So that's all for the home screen. If we look at the white ribbon at the bottom, the next tab we have is accounts. So this is what the accounts tab looks like. Starting at the top left, you have a pie chart. So if you click on here, a chart will show you the size of your top 3 positions as a percentage versus your remaining portfolio. Underneath, you can see what percentage weighting you have against each cryptocurrency that you currently own. You can use the slide at the top to flick over to products, which shows you the weightings between each of your account types. So for me, you can see that it's split across 3 account types: Crypto Wallet, Crypto Earn, and Supercharger. We'll get to them shortly. Anyway, let's get back to accounts via the top left arrow key. In the top right, you have 2 further buttons. The first is 2 arrows that are in a kind of a circular shape, which is a CRO converter. Basically, it's common for traders to end up with lots of different random pieces of cryptocurrency everywhere. So it's a simple and straightforward process where it sells all these small positions and then buys CRO with it. Personally, it's not something I would use, but it's worth pointing out. If we go back and look in the top right hand corner, this is where you can see all your transaction history, which I think is extremely helpful. In my account, it's full of crypto earn transactions where I receive payments from staking my Bitcoin and Ethereum. If we go back again, this brings us to the main screen of the accounts tab. You then have 5 wallet types. Please be aware that you might have less, as the supercharge app will only appear if you're supercharging any crypto. More on this in a bit, but it's really straightforward. So first you have the crypto wallet, where you hold any crypto purchased, where you can see the majority of mine is. If we click on here, you can see it lists all my cryptos in a list, with the amount I hold underneath, with the value converted to sterling, with its daily change. If you scroll down further, you can see all the altcoins which are listed on crypto.com, but I haven't quite purchased yet. I've got to say, it definitely has like a Pokédex sort of vibe about it, catch them all and all that. So back at the top, you have an option to buy, sell, pay and transfer. If you click buy, then it'll bring up a list of all the cryptocurrencies on crypto.com. If there is one particular that you want, you don't have to scroll all the way through the list. You can simply search the top bar. So in this case, let's search for chilies. So there it is. Let's click on chilies. It then gives you an option to buy using a credit card, your crypto wallet or your fiat balance. You can simply click on the number of units to choose how many you would like to purchase. The sell function works exactly the same way, but you're actually selling, obviously. The pay tab takes you back to the screen which we've already run through, which I've done previously in the video, so I won't go over it again. And then transfer is where you can choose to deposit crypto from another exchange from one to the other. So basically, you can either send your crypto to another exchange, or you can actually transfer from another exchange to crypto.com. It's really straightforward. If you're planning to trade cryptocurrencies on the exchange, then you might have some of your crypto in the exchange pocket. If you're planning to trade cryptocurrencies on the exchange, then you might have some money in the exchange account, which is basically any cryptos you've got tied up in the form of buy and sell orders. This would show up here. As you can see in my tab, I have nothing in here at all. Crypto Earn is for any crypto that you're currently staking. So if we go into this tab, you can see that I'm currently staking Ethereum and Bitcoin, both for 3-month terms, for a return of 4.5% per annum. So over a 90-day period, I should get a return of roughly 1.1%. After 1 month, I've earned nearly £2 for doing absolutely nothing. If you're planning to buy and hold crypto, then I would highly recommend you do this. Something which is similar to Crypto Earn is supercharging. I'm not going to go into detail on supercharging here, but in short, you can choose to stake your CRO or crypto.com coins to partake in promotions. The current promotion that I'm partaking in is for Engine Coin. I'm doing this by staking my CRO. In a nutshell, by me staking, I'm going to win part of a £2 million prize pot, which I think is pretty cool, right? Yeah? And then lastly, we have your Fiat Wallet, which is where you hold any of your fiat money that you have sat there on the sidelines ready to spend, or you might be holding there for something else. As you can see, I have nothing in here as I've put all of it straight into crypto. The crypto wallet has the same functionality in terms of buy, sell and transfer. If we look back at the white ribbon at the bottom, we can see that the next icon is a big blue icon in the bottom centre, which is the crypto.com logo. If we click on it here, it opens a list of several options which I'll run through. The list is broken down into 3 subheadings: trade, spend and finance. So let's start with trade. The first is your crypto wallet, which I've already spoken about. It's just a different way of getting there in the app. Track is basically very similar in my mind to the website coinmarketcap.com, but it's just limited to cryptocurrencies available on crypto.com. The top 4 will be similar to your favourites that you saw on the homepage, which you can move around by what you star and what you don't star. But you can rank the rest of them beneath this by clicking the blue down arrow key, which gives you plenty of options to rank them by. So our examples are you can rank them alphabetically, rank them by the top performers, or rank them by the worst performers. You will see in the top right you could click the bell button. If you click on here, then you turn notifications on for price alerts. If I come out of this and click on the square with the yellow dot, it then shows you all the notifications which have been recently put through. So you don't necessarily need to turn the notifications on, you can just go in here to read what the latest news is if you wish. So back to the blue button and then the trade subheading. Next we have Fiat Wallet. Again, we've already covered this, it's just a different way to get into this tab, so let's move on. Last under trade, we have the reoccurring buy. I do really like this function and it's definitely something that I might use in the future. In short, you can set it up to buy cryptocurrency regularly, so either on a weekly, bi-weekly or monthly basis. It's an automatic way of dollar cost averaging your crypto purchases. This function might be really good for anybody just starting out into crypto, as they might want to smooth out the initial volatility of getting involved into the crypto space. This brings on to our next subheading, which is spend. I only have a tab showing pay, but once I've actually received my crypto.com Visa card, it will show up under the tab as card. The pay tab we've already been through already, so let's move on. This brings us to the last subheading, which is finance. We've already spoken about supercharging. This is just another way of getting to the same tab. But next we have earn, which we've also covered. It's basically where you're staking your crypto coins, where for me, I'm staking Bitcoin and Ethereum at the moment. If we go back to the white ribbon, our next icon is track, which we've already covered. So this brings us to our final tab on the white ribbon, which is card. So, if you don't know already, Crypto.com have teamed up with Visa to have their very own card. In a nutshell, these are debit cards which can be preloaded with cash to spend when you're out and about, and will be accepted wherever Visa is accepted. Equally, you can use your app as a card also, so a bit like Apple Pay. The massive bonus here is that you get a fixed percentage back on everything you spend in crypto. The percentage you get back depends on which card you have access to. In my case, I can only access the Midnight Blue card, which gives me 1% back on any transactions I make. But you can unlock better cards when you stake more CRO. The next card is Ruby Red, which is unlocked when you're staking £300 worth of CRO, which I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to work my way towards. So if you're already out and about purchasing things, then why not do it with a CRO debit card, which is backed by Visa. So anyway, that's everything for the app, but do I think there's anything else worth mentioning? I do. I think there's probably 2 really important topics to cover. One is insurance and the second is safety. On insurance, Crypto.com have $360 million worth of insurance in case of physical attacks. So natural disasters, which could destroy the server where your crypto is being stored, for example, or it might be a rogue employee internally at Crypto.com that steals your crypto. It's all insured. But what it doesn't cover though is somebody externally hacking your account. So make sure you have the highest security settings on your account as possible. But moving on to my second point, lucky for you, the level of security and safety on Crypto.com has been very highly rated. It was recently audited by a third party and they actually gave it the highest possible rating they could, which is tier 4. So it's good to know while you sleep at night that your crypto is as safe as possible within Crypto.com. So, have you already got a Crypto.com app? Maybe you're watching this and you're interested to get started. If you are, then let me know in the comment section below and feel free to use my link in the description. I hope you've enjoyed this video as my guide and kind of review, I guess, of Crypto.com. I hope you've learned something, as there's plenty of mechanics you can take advantage of on this platform. But if you still do have further questions or comments, then please let me know in the description below, because I really do try to respond if I can. I do other videos on this channel, which revolve around the topics of investing, finance and income growth. These videos include updates on my investment portfolios, which is primarily on Vanguard, then I also, as you probably know, have a portfolio on Crypto.com, so feel free to check them out. That's all for this video. See you in the next one.